Don't forget to subscribe and to hit the bell to get our latest notifications. Welcome everybody. Today I have the big pleasure to talk to Lionel Favre from Jaeger-LeCoultre, or as the French say, Jaeger-LeCoultre. We had a discussion online recently. Is it Jaeger-LeCoultre or Jaeger-LeCoultre? Lionel, you are the responsible guy for the design of the watches. Is this correct?
Exactly.
So you are head.
Yes, I am the head of design. I'm in charge of design since 3 years now. So it's a pleasure to work with the manufacturer, because at Jaeger-LeCoultre we like to work in a collaborative aspect, and it's very interesting for me. For a designer, it's a fantastic place. Sure, it's a fantastic place for the landscape, but the manufacturer is incredible, and people who work in this manufacturer are very interesting. They have a strong culture, watchmaking culture, and it's a pleasure. Yes.
Do you see what I have the valet de jour for you here in the background?
Yes, I have seen that.
Lac de jour is there.
Yes, I like this, and I have the pleasure to make the road between Geneva and the Vallée de Joux, and it's always a pleasure to have this type of landscape when you drive. It's very it gives you some quiet vibration.
I see. I've been cheating, of course. I'm in Vienna, and Lionel is somewhere close to Geneva in France, on the other side of the border. So I've been cheating, and honestly, this is how it looks like in my office. But I had to bring on some greetings from the Vallée de Joux. So Lionel, let's jump right into what you are going to present me. I was happy enough to get the pictures already. It's the new Master Control collection, and please guide me a little bit through and tell me what's new and what makes the difference to these new watches to those we saw before.
Okay, so just to understand a little bit more the Master collection, because we have Master Control, but we also have Master Ultra Thin and Master Grande Tradition. Master Control is a classic casual collection. Master Ultra Thin is more inspired by Ultra Thin pocket watch from the beginning of the century. So it's more formal, it's very elegant. And Master Grande Tradition is a case dedicated to several high complication, like Quantième Perpétuel Tourbillon or Minute Repeater. So yes, Master Control is part of the family of Master, and we have redesigned this year the entire collection of Master Control.
I saw the pictures because they are on my screen. I looked out on the screen, and I have to say that purity in design is amazing. It's really pure, essential, 100% what I expect from Jaeger, and what I am used to know, and what I remember back the last 30 years. It's really pure Jaeger-LeCoultre. So what would you say?
Yes, totally agree. I'm totally agree. The Master Control is a collection inspired by the 50s and 60s, the legendary watch from the past of Jaeger-LeCoultre, like the Memovox, the Geomatic, or yes, a lot of historical Jaeger-LeCoultre watches. And I totally agree that the purity is very is a sort of a focus with this collection, because when we design this type of collection, we try to be very efficient. You need to make something a dial very legible, and you play with subtlety. So that's why we use a lot of a different type of finishing to give some subtle difference of tone, to have a tone-on-tone reflex. We work well in detail all the details, the appliques, the numbers, everything need to be perfect, because you are in simplicity universe. So you need to have not many things to make, but you need to make these things perfectly, and to really well balance the design of the function, use the right colors for typo. It's all about details, like a tailor when he make a suit. The difference between a good suit and a suit less well done is all is in details, huh? And that's the idea, to create something tendu. We say it in French, like the wine. When you say it, it's
Yes.
tendu. It's
It couldn't be better. It couldn't be better. Honestly, I saw these pictures and they really remembered me very much of what we saw at your Maison, at the manufacturer years ago. And it's really coming back to a puristic style that is really celebrating what you stand for. This is a quality watch. It's everything we expect from Jaeger-LeCoultre. I am really amazed. Very nice. Let us just quickly run through. So the collection starts with a freehand watch with a date indication. So this is the entry, the first level.
Exactly.
Second.
Yes, this is the first level. Sorry.
No. I wanted to say this is the entry is that freehand watch with the date indication. And then on top, please, Lionel, try to guide me through and tell me a little bit about the other different variations that are available in the new master collection.
Yes, we have worked a new caliber for this collection, and maybe the master control collection is a collection where we put some useful caliber, like chronograph, time zone, like the geographic, for example. We have redesigned the geographic, but this year we have created a new caliber, a chronograph calendar with double windows with the day and the month, and the date at 6 o'clock around the moon phase. This type of caliber is very well and very, yes, I said perfect for this type of watch, because the beauty of this caliber is the fact that everything is really well balanced. The dates, the moon, it's symmetric, and this is very interesting, and it's inspired by the legendary tradition. So it fit well with master control. And the last things is the fact that in this type of caliber you have the sport aspect, but even the elegant aspect. The moon is more about dreaming, about and it's beautiful. The blue, it's very elegant. The fact that to have a moon phase, but combined with a chronograph, it gives something casual and elegant, who fit really well with the case, with the spirit of the case.
I agree 100%, and I can already imagine that one could also play around with the color of the strap. So brown is a good suggestion to start with, but I can imagine or someone could wear the watch with a black, gray, blue. So as you
yes,
said,
sure. Yes, we can change the strap easily because we have a Presto system behind. So it's easy without any tool. You can change the strap if you don't like the brown. But in my opinion, the new cognac Novo Napa leather is really nice because it's not it's soft. It's a soft color, and it's a natural tanning without chrome. It's a vegetal tanning exactly. So, but the color is really natural, and the patina of this type of watches are fantastic because the brown takes some dark brown colors, and over the time this type of strap are more beautiful than at the beginning. And yes, the brown color is light, and it's a good fit with the watch too, because we are on tone by tone in the dial, the gray and gray and brown. I think it's really nice. I like a lot personally.
Don't get me wrong, I didn't criticize you using that wonderful color. I just said it is possible, since the watch is so pure and not you're not focusing on one color. As you said, everything is it's very elegant and
yes.
very decent. So you could, if you want, easily
yes,
wear the watch with black, with a blue strap, with a gray, or with other colors, and it will still
yes.
be the same elegant watch. This is what I wanted to say first.
Yes, totally agree with you. And we have a gray, a taupe gray available with this type of watch, and also alligator, black alligator, brown alligator, and so we have many colors.
And since you just explained me that there is a function to exchange the strap without tools, it is more or less made, therefore, that someone plays around, saying, okay, today I'm more with the cognac, it's more the Italian way, then I can be more elegant with a suit.
Yes.
So perfect.
Sure. You can change if you change your clothes, you can change the strap if you want. It's easy.
And then there is also, if we're talking about the calendar function, there's also one version having no chronograph, simply a calendar with date indications for the weekday, the month. This is the second version you can have if you don't want to have the chronograph.
Yes, this year we have our watchmakers have reworked a legendary caliber that we have in the past, the control calendar. It's a nice caliber, but this year our watchmaker provided with a date twist, originally seen on our tourbillon on Master Ultratin. That end jump between the 15 and the 16 of the month. The date make a jump slowly to have a non-obstructed view over the moon phase indicator. So it's really nice to see.
I remember when you I remember, Lionel, when you introduced that date jump, that wonderful thing to not hide the Giro tourbillon. So there was at 15, I don't know what at the Giro tourbillon, if it was the 15, but you saw, and then the hand really slowly walked over the display and then started again, and this is wonderful. Why? So why should you not use it for such a watch? Because it would, as you just said, cover the moon phase, and and the date indication makes no sense. So it's very nice.
Exactly. So that's down now, and it's really nice, and it's really Jaeger, as you said, in the Giro 5, or yeah. Thank you.
I remember when I saw it first with the Giro tourbillon. I saw it the first time, and I said, "Wow, that's smart." because the Giro Tourbillon was so spectacular, and why hiding? And in this case, why hiding makes no sense for me. Very good. So clin d'oeil, a little hint that gives an additional really cool watch, and I think everybody will be keen to see 15 to 16. Everybody will watch. Okay, so we've been talking about the calendar, the Chronograph calendar, and there is one watch left. That's one of my favorite watches you have in the collection. That's the former Géographique, being renamed now as Geographic. And also to see this one in that new pure design is really stunning, I have to say. Very nice.
Yes, you like? Good. Yes, because it's I agree with you. It's a legendary complication. Since the end of the 80s, the Géographique is a signature of Jaeger-LeCoultre. But this year we have redesigned the dial, and we have incorporating the the amphitheatre in line with the disque des villes. Sound disc,
Yeah, we're talking about the Réau that is formed in a way to make it look like an amphitheater, and then the opening at 6 o'clock. Then you have the indications of the cities that are then shown on the second subdial with the hours and the minutes. It's fantastic, very nice.
Exactly, and this is the historical Réau. Huh? It's when I thought the watch the first time when I was younger, and I remember that this watches was mesmerizing for me, and I had in the head the fact that this amphitheater give a strong character to the watch, and is very important.
Okay, Alexander, I'm back again for any reason I don't know. I was disconnected, so now I use my iPhone, and maybe the format is a little bit different.
The picture is the same. The voice is the picture, but the voice is even better than before.
Okay,
right.
iPhone technology.
Lionel, we just wanted to start talking about the wonderful last piece in that collection, the so-called Géographique, and now you call it Geographic. The Géographique also appears in a totally, let's say, new design, in the design where you very much have looked back to the original version that was done in the 80s.
Exactly, yes. Because we saw that the strong character of the watch at the beginning was given by the amphitheater, the place where you put in the continuity of the town disc. So it gives something more natural, a feeling that it's well designed and well composed. So we use this, and the particularity is that we put some indexes, half on the Réau and half on the dial. So it was a little bit challenging to make that, but it's really well done. So yes, I love this emblematic. It's an emblematic complication for Jaeger-LeCoultre. Huh? It's a really useful traveler watch for with a 24 time zone. So it's one of the most famous caliber of Jaeger-LeCoultre.
I remember when it was introduced the very first time. It was really stunning because so easy. You don't have to think, and you don't have to calculate, and you just use the crown 10 o'clock position.
Yes.
And then with the crown at the 10 o'clock position, you turn.
Exact.
And then you are literally flying from one time zone to the other, and the little watch positioned at 6 o'clock will adjust correctly, and then what
Yes,
time it is.
it's instantly, huh? So it's rare on a caliber. So it's very useful. That's why it's very useful. And there is something interesting is the fact that you have the power reserve, the date, and the counter, the disposition of the counter are very characteristic too. Aesthetically, I think it's a very strong and very recognizable from far.
And what is also very nice is that you have the daylight saving time. So with each city, there is that little trace behind that you can either set it on daylight saving time or classical, let's say Europe, you have Central European time or Central European time with daylight saving. So very, very good and very functional.
Yeah, agree.
No, it's a wonderful watch. And the way that you have been redesigning it, as you just explained, with that kind of look you get when you look on the dial with that Reo that looks like an amphitheater. That's very nice, yeah. And then you see that disc of the city is being integrated perfectly. Yes, very nice. And I have to say this new collection really, wow, chapeau.
Okay.
Back.
Thanks to our designers, we are a team, and we are many to design this collection.
But this is really a very, very puristic Jaeger-LeCoultre in French, or as I say, Jaeger-LeCoultre.
It's always a huge debate.
Yes.
Yes.
But
I don't know exactly. I'm
say?
French, and I said Jaeger-LeCoultre because I'm French, but Jaeger is more, but maybe more right. I don't know.
Edmond Jaeger was from the Alsace, and Alsace is very close to Germany. To Germany, and I assume that it was Jaeger-LeCoultre, yes. And I'm sure that Edmond Jaeger was called Jaeger and not Edmond Jaeger.
Sure, I agree with you.
So, but never mind. This is a discussion we had it here on YouTube. Last time I was talking about some watches of you, and I always said Jaeger, and the others said Jaeger, and people then said, okay, what is it now?
Yes, because Jaeger-LeCoultre, you know, there is a part of French inside. So, as you said, Alsace is far from the Germany, but there is something French, and that's why Jaeger, it's always the question.
But anyhow, we know a good thing is that we were talking about the same thing.
Yes.
Okay, master control. And as I was very much surprised, you brought a surprise for me, and yes. that really made my eyes dream when I saw that watch. Please, Leon, tell me about the little surprise you brought in just a couple of minutes before we started our little conversation now.
Okay. This is the I think you speak about the 945 our caliber, and it's a new master Grande Tradition, a piece designed to reaffirm the link between astronomy and horology, and it's a unique caliber with a minute repeater, a sideral calendar, an orbital flying tourbillon, and it's a strong piece because we have in the dial we have a structure very particular, but the watch is. I just want to explain the watch a little bit more. The celestial vault you can see on the top of the dial gives the position of the stars in real time, only for the North Hemisphere. The dial turns with the flying tourbillon to make a sideral revolution in 20 hours, 56 minutes, and 4 seconds. this is the time of this is the sidereal time. It's different from the solar time, and this sky chart is supported by a 3D structure in gold thread, inspired by imaginary lines which connect the stars to each others, and which many civilizations before us created to recognize the constellation. And this sort of dots and threads give us the idea to create this structure in 3D, very complex to do because of its great finesse, but will give a strong character and an interesting deepness to the dial. And also, I don't know if you have the back of the case.
I do. Both pictures.
Perfect. Okay.
It's beautiful. I wanted to say something rude now, but it's fucking beautiful.
And,
wow.
Okay. Thank you. So the caliber is also beautiful, and as you know, we have many patents in this type of caliber. Chiming caliber are an historical specialty of Jaeger-LeCoultre since a long time, and 945 has the particularity of having gongs welded to the glass to amplify the sounds. You can also see the hammer, and also the name of the hammer, we call it at Jaeger-LeCoultre the Trebuchet, because it was inspired by a medieval catapult, which were the inspiration of striking mechanism with taken. And this inspiration of double axis gives more strongness to the strike, and that's why.
Just to explain to our listeners, the Trebuchet hammers are not new at Jaeger-LeCoultre.
No.
They existed before, but the idea was to have a movable top of the hammer, that when the gong is accelerated towards the hammer is accelerated towards the gong, it will additionally implement some force to make it sound louder. Is this correct?
Exactly. It's really clear what you explained. It's exactly that. So these type of details are very interesting because you see hammer, but you don't imagine how there is an innovation behind this hammer. So that's very interesting with Jaeger-LeCoultre, the fact that it's not, sometimes innovation are really in the detail, and I like this type of ideas.
It's a pity that we are not sitting in front of each other, having the watch ready to make a recording of the sound, because I know that your minute repeaters sound very nice and very good, and they are very loud due to the fact that you are attaching the gongs to the sapphire glass and to use it as an amplifier. And it's very, very sad that we are not able to hear the watch. But we will come up. We will bring this later on. At
the manufacturer, because I know you come. At the manufacturer. You know really well the manufacturer.
I will come back very soon, and as soon as it's possible. And of course, I will then look forward to make a really clear sound recording of the watch, because I know how much brain and how much also knowledge that has been collected over 100 of years at Jaeger are implemented in the new minute repeaters, and there are few only on the markets that sound as good as yours. I know.
Thank you.
It's the truth.
No. I agree with you, but if you say that, it's better.
No. The watches I have heard before, and I know the teams who are working on these watches. So that's really that you have to be very respectful, because once you hear differences in between the brands and you get used to the sound of a minute repeater, you can hear the differences. And there is that typical pyramid, and there are some that sound nice. There are some of those watches sound good, and then there is top of the pyramid, and on the top of the pyramid I would put Jaeger with what you do.
Nice. But we have a strong experience in chiming mechanics, because we made this type of mechanism since 200. No, not 200 years. 100 years.
100 years. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Lionel, thank you very much. New master, very pure design. I have to say, this is very much, I think, also what people are looking for. Design that is pure as pure can be. And then also thank you very much for surprising me with that astronomical complication tourbillon, including minute repeater. Very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you to you, because it was a pleasure to share with you these novelties. And you will see in the coming months we have a lot of novelties to explain and to share with you and all the people who are interested by watchmaking. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lionel. Stay safe and take good care. And yes, now take your computer and throw it away. Yeah.
Bye.
The best thing is always use an iPhone. Keep it simple.
Yes.
It always works.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.